let's get started. I'm really feeling excited about this. So, okay, how to install WordPress? First, we'll go to the WordPress.org part and then click on download WordPress. And you can download it in target.gunzip, or you can just in zip download it. I'll download it in the zip format. And that's it. So while it's downloading, maybe you're asking yourself, why do you use it? This isn't that too straightforward? Why don't you use some scripts or anything? We can use scripts. We can use the WordPress command line tool, but that's an advanced topic and we are just at the beginning of this course. I don't want to scare you away. Let's first dive into this with the straightforward technique, and then we'll learn other ways to install it too. So I've downloaded and I will just extract it and open it. Okay, the number 3 is here because I have more than one for testing it. Copy it and go. I have a folder sites, okay, and that's this one. If you're in the XAMPP or MEMP, you will have to go to that folder of MEMP or XAMPP and copy that in the htdocs folder. So if let's just search htdocs, and that's it. So there are other tutorials. This is an older version of XAMPP, and you can always go and let me just, okay, here it's not shown, but yeah, the folder htdocs like that, and that's also in MEMP. So you will probably go to a MEMP folder and then go to htdocs or a XAMPP folder. And here we will create other folders which will represent our sites. If you just create an index PHP in that folder, it will open that. But if you create a folder my site, then everything under that site will just look as the my site, and that is the approach we will take. So I will go to sites, I will copy that. Okay, it's copied, and let's now call this folder I'm not sure, but let's call it restaurant. Okay, or like eating, because I really like eating, and you can see by my physicalities. Yeah, but let's go. So like eating. In this folder now we will go to the wp-config, and you can open it with your favorite editor. Since my editor of choice here is Sublime, we'll go here. And then we have to set these things up. So what are these? This is the database name which we will use. This is the user and the password. In most cases, when you're on a local host and you are using XAMPP or MEMP, your username will be root and you won't have a password. You can always set your own username for that, but I will leave it as it is since we are not deploying this wp-config part. Okay, but the database we don't know yet. So open the PHP my admin, log in with your username and password, and go to databases. Let's create another one, like eating. And you may wonder, why is this like eating everywhere? Because in this course we'll create a restaurant page, and let's call it like eating. The collation one we don't have to set that, but I usually go to UTF-8 general C and create. Okay, our database is created, and now we can go here and type this like eating. This is our database name. You can also create some hashes so that the passwords are more secure, but since we are just installing it, we will leave it as it is. The table prefix also, since we are on localhost, we will leave it, but when you're pushing that, or when you're creating a site somewhere else which is accessible and can be accessed from hackers, then you want this table to be something random. And also let's put the debug true so we can also see what errors are happening while we are developing. And then when we are done with that, we can, this config sample, we can go and save as vp config. So vp-config.php, and that should also reside in that folder. So if you're here, here it is, as you can see it. And that's it for now. Now if we go to our page, to our site, so if you're a Mac exam, maybe you will have something like that. I'm not sure. You should try it and see. For me it's like this. And now if we go to like eating, since we have saved the folder name in this manner and we click on it, we'll have the WordPress installer. So we will say like eating, and again, when you're on production site or a staging site even, you should create a secure one. But for this I'll just create a simple one, so you can just do that so you can easily access your local site. And here you can type your own email address, and I'll just check this. So if for some reason you go live, your computer, your server goes live, the engine won't see it, the Google, and that's it. Now we can log in. And here it is. We have our site, and the first thing to do is go to permalinks and use the postname part and save it. And that's it. Another reason for me, which is the fact that I have my own server and I did not configure it with proper permissions, I always create some other parts. So if you receive this, then you'll just have to go to your site. So we have the like eating one, right? I'll just go one directory above and say, so, and set everything to, we can go to 755 or something like that. Like, whoops, like eating. Okay, so let me just check. So it's still not writable. That's because of the local server permissions, which I have not set it. But since we are on localhost, just type this. This is something you should not have on your production ever. Okay, so let's save it. Would yeah, but like that. Okay, probably the 755 would work also. Okay, and now we are almost done, I think. Yeah, so for now, if you go and you want to install a plugin here, and that is if let's just see. So if you receive this, then let me show you a trick, simple trick. I will just go and open another, let's say this one, and this is it. So this part, let's now open our config and place it somewhere whenever you want. So let's place it here. So the fs underscore method direct. If I now go to add new, let's just try it. You see, we will install it correctly. But of course, since we are not using the body press now, I will just delete it. But this is just to show you that if you receive that pop-up window, then you can fix it with that. Of course, that's something. Okay. That's something your host will deal with, and you won't need to deal with. So you should always use some strong and good WordPress hosting. But for now, let's keep it as it is. So we have our WordPress installed, as you can see, and that's it for this lesson. I hope you have learned something new, and if you did not learn anything now, then I'm sure you will in the next lessons. So be sure to stick with this course and to proceed with care. I'm joking, you don't have to care about this course, but let's just expand our knowledge together and learn new stuff.